Welcome to Rob's Rules. I'm Rob, and I'm here, and you are there. And there's my Christmas tree in the background still, and there's my Star Wars stuff behind me. And I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to see you all here. We got could be an emotional stream. I don't know. My streams go everywhere. We have a lot of fun, and sometimes we get very emotional. You know, again, we need to talk about serious matters like domestic violence. And today we're also going to be talking about a little bit of suicide, which is another very serious topic. We'll be talking about Depp and her today. So we're going to have a little fun right now, and then we're probably going to get a little serious afterwards. So first, without further ado, I got my guests sitting in the back. Let me go invite them. The first person I'm inviting, he happens to be soon the biggest name you'll hear in music history. I'm telling you, he's going to be breaking records, selling out the charts. This man is going to be famous worldwide. He's none other than Mr. Gary Robertson. How are you, Gary?
Hello, everyone. How are you? I don't know about all that, Rob, but I appreciate the confidence, man. Rob is my manager, if y'all didn't know.
The second person I'd love to bring on is someone who's in the chat. You know, once in a while, I like to bring on someone who's in the chat. I brought on Tiffany Daniels, who had her own YouTube. I brought on Diamond Knight. And today, I bring someone else from this community, none other than the great, well, you'll see for yourself. Let me just add her to the stream. Miss Anthropy. How are you, Miss Anthropy?
Woo! Thank you, Rob, for having me on.
You're welcome. You are welcome. You guys can hear me fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
okay. And
absolutely.
now I'm going to have to do something special because this guy is very special. And for those of you who don't know, he's a general. Okay. That means he's fought in wars. Okay. This guy has been through the ringer. But before I'm going to bring him on, I got something special for you all because I want to bring him in with a special introduction. So here we go. I hope you can hear this.
Might not be from Krypton, but he's heads above the rest. His knowledge can't be questioned. You can put it to the test. So if you want to hit the truth and there's nowhere else to go, I'll give you the solution. Just tune into his show and just kneel before start. Kneel before start. Kneel before start. Kneel before start.
Oh man, I just want to say, as soon as I make it big, I've worked out a deal with Gary. Apparently, I'm going to give him royalties for that song. But if you guys don't know, it is the most earth-breaking, ground-shaking, but never media show money-taking, the man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying villain in YouTube entertainment today, General Zod. And as always, I feel so fortunate to be able to be here on your stream. Although now I'm kind of feeling like I should have did the dark thing that Miss Anthropy is doing because she got like mystique about her, and I like that. So
I got a couple of super chats
here, man.
I got a couple of super chats, so let me go through them real quick before I give her famous roll call, because I always like to do introductions, get the people pumped up for the channel. So first of all, I just want to thank Linda A, who gave me a super sticker, which I can't see at the top of my head because I was playing Zod's song. I will try to find it. If anybody has it, feel free to show it up on my screen. Linda, thank you for the SEK. What do you say? What is that, Gary? SEK again?
Sweet, elegant, and kind.
Love that. That's why I let Gary do it all the time. Hold on, let me see if I can get it on my channel. This is a super stay. Hold on. I got to get to my channel. Home. Do my live stream. Here it is, live. Let me see if I can get her super sticker up. Can I get the super sticker up? Show it. No. Yes, there it is. You guys see it? Here it is. Says, thanks for being you. And it has a mirror. They're looking in the mirror going. So thank you, Linda, so much. Who else?
Thank
Somebody
you,
else.
Linda.
Yeah, look at the love hearts. Yeah, if you could drop Linda. Oh, look, that's from Misanthropy by Janie.
Hey,
Thank you.
Jamie.
Yeah, look at this. What she wants, dropping some love for you, Misanthropy. Look at this. Look at
Hey,
this.
which one?
Love it. And we got a couple others, actually. Oh my God, as I scroll down, someone else. Oh, hooray, peace. This is
Hey, hooray!
Gary,
Hooray!
Rob, Misanthropy, General Zod sending loves and hugs, and Maya. Yeah, Maya's coming on in a minute. Thank you, hooray, a peace. Thank you, Linda. And we got Sweet Chastity, who also
Sweet Chastity. I
she says
love
Bridget
you, my love.
GFM is at 3,009. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means, Misanthropy?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
That's some good effing money. That's what that is.
Yeah, but I don't know what 3,000. What is that? I don't
That's
know
what that
is.
means. Good effing money.
But Bridget, what's Bridget? I missed.
Yeah. Bridget is the girl that
yes.
we are supporting at this point. But I think you are better. Maybe you should talk about that.
Okay. I'll talk about that. But let me go get the roll call going because
Wow.
I have to go get that roll call. Maya, are you ready for the roll call? You ready for the roll call? You want to do it right here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put the light on. I'll do it right here, right in the hallway. Yeah. Wait, hurry, come on. I got a live stream going.
Come on,
Right
Maya.
here. So first off, once you say hi to the panel, Maya, this is Misanthropy.
Hey, girl.
You know who that is? Who's that?
Hi, Gary.
And who's that? General Zod.
Hi, General
He's
Zod.
been on this channel like 3 times. What's wrong with you?
Look,
What's that?
Hedwig.
Hedwig. Okay, ready to say hi to people?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi,
Sarah.
hi, Sarah.
Sarah says hi to Gary. Who's that?
Hi,
Tina.
hi, Tina.
Uh-oh, we're going to have to work on your reading skills here. Who's that?
Hi,
Keely.
hi, Keely.
There you go. Who's that?
Hi, Caroline.
There you go.
Oh, Caroline.
Who's that?
Hi,
Just say peace.
hi, Peace.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
You know who that is?
No.
Furry.
Hi, Furry.
There you go. This is Sweet Chastity.
Hi, Sweet Chastity.
How about this name?
Hi, Deanne.
Deanne. Oh, you know who that is?
What you want?
Who's that? Janie.
Jamie.
Janie Davis.
Who's that? Tudor.
Hi, Tudor.
How about this one?
My bird says hi to everyone.
Who's that?
Hi,
Sabine.
hi, Sabine.
Can you say those 2 letters?
Hi, AP.
There you go. That's easy. How about this one?
Hi.
Maria.
Hi, Maria.
Maria, Gary. She says, Gary, I love you, by the way, Maria. Megan, who joined my membership. I just want to say thank you, Megan, for joining one of my first members here on the channel. Thank you very much, Megan. How you doing? There's Gary, of course. Gary. Oh, who's this?
Hi, Tiffany.
Tiffany Daniels. You haven't checked out her channel.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Hi.
Steve.
Hi, Steve.
There you go. Who's this?
Hi, Mary.
Mary Lynn, right? Who's that?
Hi.
Diamond.
Diamond.
Right? Diamond. Who's that?
Hi, Ann Brown.
Ann Brown. That's right. Did I miss anybody?
She's looking at the camera. Hi, Tammy.
Tammy.
Hi,
Oh. Cherry. Who's this? Moonshade.
Hi, Moonshade.
Yeah, these are great people. There's so many awesome
And
people
look
here.
who's looking at the fans.
Oh, look at who's looking at the fan.
Hedwig.
Hedwig. Thanks, Maya. I love you. Give me a kiss. Good. Go. Good.
She sends a kiss to
I love you too. All right, so now we did.
Oh, she's lovely.
What's up, JD fan? How are you? Good to see you here. Hey, Mayhem, how are you? I don't know if I missed Lillian. How are you? If I missed you, Lillian, just want to say hi to everybody. June, How are you? Hope you're doing well. So we got a good challenge today to talk about. The first topic is very powerful. So we of course are domestic violence victims. Well, some of us, not all of us, most of us. Others emphasize. Others are Johnny Depp fans. So that's why we all come together, and we all have our own issues, and we come together for each other, which makes this community very loving, very caring, very generous, fantastic community. But another thing this community has in common is a topic I don't know too much about, so I can't really go too much into it. I'm just going to give you my story, and then I'm going to let the guys and the gals speak. Basically, it had to do with suicide. So this is a very hard topic for me to talk about because I lost my best friend 20 years ago, and I've suffered for the last 20 years over his death. When I think about it, it's hard because this guy was full of personality. He was full of life. He's just a great person. He took me places when I didn't have the money. He would take me places, and I didn't have a car. He did. And he was just a great person to be around. I just loved having fun with him. He made me laugh when I was down. He was there for me all the time. And suicide is just not something to take lightly. People just suffer from depression. I'm sure there's people in this chat who suffer from depression. It's very scary. It's a very scary thing because you don't care about life anymore. You don't care about yourself anymore. You feel worthless. You feel like life is not important. My friend was at that stage, and all of us, there's numerous people who knew this guy. I mean, there was, I'm telling you, at the funeral, there was car after car after car after car after car. He hung out with, there was 20, 30 of us he hung out with. He got married. He just got his life together. He was getting a job. And man, I don't know what happened. And to this day, I blame myself. Like it's my fault. And my friends are like, no, you didn't do it. And then someone will say, no, it's my fault because I should have called him or I should have been there. And I reached out to him. I reached out to him. I told him, talk to me anytime you have a problem. I'm here for you. And, to know that I can never... to know that I can never see this guy again, to know that he can never met my daughter, to know that I couldn't save him because I wanted to, and I would have done anything I could to have been there had I known that he was even thinking this way. I mean, we all thought that he was in the honeymoon stage and he wanted to spend time with his friends. It hurts. I wish that I could have prevented it. I think we all do. All my friends, we talk about it here and there. It's a very hard thing. Which is leading me into this topic I want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was working about 2 weeks ago, and this thing came across my Twitter. I was like, whatever, let me check it out. And it said that from his guy's girlfriend, that Truthy Magoo had killed himself. Now, before I get into that, I got a lot to say, so please just bear with me, everybody. I just beg you, please bear with me. The Truthy, I only met him one time. Okay, so I don't know him like I knew my other friend who I knew for 20 years of my life. I didn't know him as well. So Truthy came on here, and I think I was with Shelby. Might have been Les too. And then like, oh, Truthy's here. And I'm like, who the hell's Truthy? But everybody knew him. People in the chat were talking about him. People in the wanted to talk to him. I don't know who he was. Okay. He said, hey man, listen, brother, why don't you come to my stream? He's writing, you want to come on? I was like, oh man, yeah, we'll come on. So everybody left my stream and we quit the stream and we went over to Truthy, and he invited me in. And he seemed like a really nice, fun guy, and he reminded me a lot of my friend. He seemed funny and joking, and I like that persona. I like when people have that fun, hey, because I don't just want to live life and have a good time. That's why I do these live streams. I have great time with you guys in the community. And so when I found this out, I'm reading this on my phone like, what the fuck? What the hell just happened here? And it upset me because I was like, wow, like my mind is blown. And I acted the same way I did when my best friend, I'm sorry, I need a minute off camera. 1 second, hold on. Just give me a minute. So when I got to change that. So when my best friend killed himself, I knew that there was nothing I could do for the next, as long I live, I could never see this guy again. And that thought entered my head, and I stopped my work. I stopped everything I was doing, and I wrote to my boss, and I said, I'm not going to be able to work this morning because I found out that somebody has died and it has touched me from a suicide, and I will not be able to do my job this morning. I will come back in the afternoon. So I stopped doing what I was doing, and I just sat there, and I cried because, again, I feel like, man, if somebody would reach out to me and I could help them, just talk to them. Even though I know the guy didn't know me that well, I would have done whatever it took to try and be there for him. And that's who I am. You know, whether you think I'm not or I'm fake, I don't care. I know who I am, and that's who I am. So hearing that this happened, and then, but the odd thing about this is what struck my head when my thoughts started coming after my emotions let out. My emotion of anger, my emotion of sadness, my emotion of disbelief. I was going through all these feelings. And then I read, and when I sat there, because I couldn't read it at the moment because I was just so messed up from reading this news. Nothing else mattered. I didn't care about work. I didn't care about anything else at that second. Well, for a good half hour, an hour. I read that she said she's going to delete all his accounts. I'm like, wait a minute. If I pass, don't dare get rid of my account, because I want people to be able to look at a picture of me or watch a video of me alive and well. And maybe they want to see anything, just see me. Maybe they put it on mute. They don't even care about the topic. So I was like, don't delete his account. Don't delete his account. I don't care what his video is about. Just give me, so I could hear his voice, I felt horrible inside. It just hurt me. So that was the only thing that struck me, like, why would you do that? Why would you delete this guy's everything? It just doesn't make sense to me. Something hit me in the head. Like, it seemed kind of odd that you wouldn't say, I'm really sorry. I don't know what to say at this time. I'll speak to you. You know, I need some time to grieve. It just seemed really like, okay, he died. I'm deleting his account. Bye. So that kind of struck me. And then came all these things about it might not be real. It could be a hoax. It could be this. It could be that. I don't know the guy. Okay. I never met the guy. But I deeply emotionally felt horrible for him. Now, I don't know if anybody in chat knows him. And I don't, and I, like, what do I say to you? I would say I send my condolences. But then on the other end of the spectrum, people are making videos on these channels I never heard of in my life are saying, no, that's not true. And it's not real. And this is why. And look, I don't know. I don't know what the truth is. I would love to. I would love to have one of these people come on my channel and say, hey, this is what happened A to Z, so I can truly understand what happened. I would invite them here. I'm not going to attack anybody because I don't know what the truth is. So I'm going to put it in both ways. And I'm going to let Gary, Zod, and Misanthropy say whatever they want. I will shut the hell up. First off, suicide is a horrible thing. And if you think in your life, and this goes for anybody, please share this with anybody out there, there's a hotline for depression. It's 24/7. They don't need to know who you are. They don't need to know your name, anything. They're there to help you. You are very important. And I would beg anybody, please don't even think about doing this kind of thing to yourself, because if you don't think you're important, look, my friend didn't think it was important. And for 20 years, I've been suffering. 20 years. Picture 20 years of your life, come across a picture. Just randomly at night. Oh, look, here's a picture of him. Or some song reminds you of this guy. And I break down. All of a sudden, just out of clear blue, it happens. It happens. Life goes on, yes. But you know what? It's the living that suffer because they loved you. They cared about you. And they wish that they could be with you again. They wish they could go to dinner with you or just chill with you, watch a movie with you, share their life with you, share your life with them, and they can't. People suffer because they love you that much. So if you don't think you're important, you're wrong. Go call your friend, go call your family member, or go call the hotline and talk to somebody, because your life is worth it. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be a rock star. You don't have to be anything like that. Your life is important, and your life has touched somebody else's. Like this panel, I didn't know who Gary was from a hole in the wall, okay? I would have never met Gary if it was not for YouTube, and Gary's a great guy. I wouldn't have met General Zod if it wasn't for YouTube. I wouldn't have met any of you in this community if it wasn't for YouTube. And I thank you all for being a part of this community. Listen to me rant and speech and see my story. I miss my friend, and I would do anything to have one, excuse me for cursing, one fucking day with him. If I could have just got through to him and saved his life, talking to him or telling somebody or getting him help he needed, I would have done it. And to this day, I tell God, because I believe God, you believe in whatever you want to believe. This is not a religious channel. I wish that I can go back in time, because if I could, that would be the moment I would go back. That would be the moment. If I had a DeLorean that can go back in time, I would go back to prevent that from happening. That's what I would do. Now, if this is a hoax, this is an absolutely cruel thing to do to somebody, because I cried that day. I couldn't work that day. I couldn't work that day. So if this is not true and it is proven, that's even worse. I lost my morning because of that, because of my tears. And I didn't know that, understand this. I felt for him. Like I don't know Johnny. Johnny's not my neighbor. He's not my cousin. He's not coming over for Thanksgiving. He's not going to be here for Christmas. But I empathize with all he's gone through, and I believe Johnny Depp more than I ever will believe and ever heard. So I hope you understand that example. To know that this guy, if he died, it was a horrifying thing for me for at least a week. At least a week. But then when I heard all this stuff going down, it makes me wonder, what's the truth? Now, if these people, who I think was whoever those channels would love to come here, it's an open invitation to get in touch with me and come to my channel and tell me the truth. Because that's all I want, is the truth. And I'm not here to yell at you. I am not here to fight with you. I just want to know what you know and what I don't. And I want to hear it from you, direct, like looking in your eyes, to know it's truthful. If he did pass, my God, I wish he would have got in touch with somebody, got help. I wish. And if he didn't die, then this is the cruelest thing you could do to not only your community, but people like me, who you could say, you never met the guy. Why would you care? Why do you care? Because I am a human being of flesh and blood, and I have a heart, and I have a brain, and I have feelings, and I have empathy, and this is why. And to me, this is a very serious thing. You don't mess with people in their heads like this. You don't do that. Because I would love to go back in time and save my friend, and I can't do that. I can't do that. So it's plain English, it's fucked with my head. And I just want the damn fucking truth. That's all I'm asking for. So if, I don't know what their channels are called, the Glamour or K, or I don't know what they're called. I don't know what their channels are. But if they are willing to come here and speak to me and get the truth out to this community and to myself and to, I would love, I invite you, I implore you to come here and tell me what you know, the truth. I just want to hear it with my own ears because I don't believe things. I'm just a human.
All right, Rob.
That's all I'm going to say right now,
I'm gonna
and I'm going to
interject.
shut the hell up. Go ahead,
No,
Gary.
you're fine, man. You're fine. You have a right to rant about this because you have a firsthand experience with this. But please don't beat yourself up about that. As you know, and I told you earlier too, I had a friend of mine too, not just over a week ago, do the same thing. All right, but when a lot of times, and it's sad when people have this thought in their head, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. But the best thing that I can say, man, is just give them as much love as possible. And if they can't come back from it, man, it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not our fault. We just do the best we can. It's just unfortunate that some people really get to that low where they really just feel like they have to go through with it. But to me, that's not the answer, man. And that's why let's get off the subject a little bit and go back to the hoax thing. This is why I made that video that I made this morning, because I had to vent about it and rant about it, because if it is a hoax, you're really playing with people's heads. And you got to understand this platform, this YouTube thing, it's meant to be for, positive things, to uplift people. Because that's what happened to me when I found this community. I was going through a depression like crazy, but when I found everybody here, it uplifted me and it gave me life again. So if you do something like that and it's a hoax, you may have somebody come across your channel that doesn't know it's a hoax and sees all the love that you're getting when people think that you've passed. And then they probably think, well, shit, he's getting all this love. Maybe I should just go through with it too, and I'll get all kinds of love back. But no, that's not the answer, man. That is not the answer. You have to embrace life, enjoy life, because if you want that love, you have to be alive to receive it. And the only thing we can do is give love back to people that have these feelings and these thoughts. But as far as the details on the story itself, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what the facts are. I saw one of his buddies do a stream last night, and they were saying it was a hoax, and that's why it got me. And then people were talking about it on Twitter today, and that's what triggered me to do that video this morning. But Miss Anthony, if you know anything at all that you can enlighten us on, feel free, please.
Oh man.
I just want to say, Gary, that's very nice what you said, man. I just want to thank Donald Dolan and Johnny's girl. They just became members of my channel, and I appreciate that. It's very nice. I'm sorry that I'm not my normal self right now, but my emotions are carrying over, and I'm going to shut up and let Miss Anthony talk. I just want to give credit to where it's due and thankful for the people who are just so great to this channel and help me. And I really appreciate your love. And Gary, that was beautiful. I just want to say this also, Gary. It's hard for me not to blame myself for my friend's death, and I'll tell you why. I know in my head, my friends have said it over and over again. Like, I'll tell you what happened. Like, after he died, we all went over to my friend's house, and there must have been 20 of us. We sat there silent for a good half hour. Just like, imagine 20 guys who are rambunctious and having fun and joking around. Just dead silence. Like, you could hear anything drop. And my friend stands up and he says, listen, I just want to let you all, this is my fault. And we all like what? What do you mean? I should have called him. I should have cared about him. I should have been there for him. And then everybody in the room said, no, it's not your fault, because if I was there and I'm the one who hung out with him and I'm the one who did it. And I said, no, it's my fault, because if I didn't make that, and I swear to God, this is what I said. I said to all of them, I said, if I didn't make that phone call, he was probably waiting for me to call. I was probably the last person, because I was going through a marital problem and I was out of it myself. I said, if I didn't make that phone call, he wouldn't have killed himself because he killed himself after my phone call. And that's when I blame me. So if you guys can understand why to this day, I still wish I never made that phone call. But I was trying to do the right thing. So I sit here saying to myself, what happens if I didn't make that phone call? And then I say to myself, but you wanted to reach out and help him. What do? I don't know if I did the right thing or not. But every time I keep blaming myself because I think if I didn't make that phone call, he would have been here today. And that's why I blame myself.
Rob,
And
don't do that to yourself, man. Don't do that to
You
yourself.
shouldn't.
Go ahead, Miss Anthony, please.
Don't beat yourself up, Rob. It's not your fault. These things happen. And I'm really sorry that we have to go this far in order to make a statement that sometimes we get duped, apparently, by people. And it takes us to places where we maybe don't want to go. But please, Rob, don't feel sorry. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And I think, Rob, you know very well how long we have been talking about the situation as this. It's hard for me as well. We went from disbelief to suspicion to seeing clues that, Trudy really wasn't dead, and then having an extra clue and another clue on top of that. Okay, we've been duped.
But
Yeah,
Miss
okay.
Anthropy, let's say it's a hoax.
Go.
Let's say it's a hoax, right? Let's go with that. Okay, I'm not
is-
saying it is. I don't know.
It is a hoax. It is a hoax. Yeah.
Here's what I don't find funny about it. And Gary did a video, and I really hope you guys go to Gary Robinson's channel and check out that video. Because that video is what sparked me to do it today. And I was holding it and holding it in and holding it in. So should I say something? But I know this community cared about him. How can I not go live? A video would not have done it for me. Talking about suicide would not have done it on a video. This would not have expressed how I truly felt, because I could edit the video, and I wanted to do it live because it was eating me. This has been eating me for about 3 hours. And Gary called me and said, man, I did a video. Blah, blah. I said, I know you did. And I watched it, and I couldn't comment because I was driving, number one. And number two, I had to pull over because I got choked up, because right away, what did I think of again? My friend. Again, I thought of my friend. So when Gary told me his experience, when General Zod offline told me his experience, man, it's hard. And this is not something you make lightly of. People suffer. Now, according to that stream, this guy said that he owed money, and he did a GoFundMe page, and it wasn't true. Look, and if that's true, that's atrocious to do to somebody. That you don't do, like General Zod really need the money. And you know what it is when it takes, and I'll tell you the truth, there was a guy 2 years ago who did that too.
You're glitching for me.
Oh, hold on.
I don't know if it's the same thing for anyone else.
Hold on. I hope this is better. Is this better? Is that better? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, better?
But actually, that GoFundMe, I think it was for what was her name? Miss Anthropy?
Bridget.
Brenda?
Bridget.
Oh, Bridget.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
Okay.
makes sense. What was said before in the super chat that they raised $3,500 for Bridget.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Now I get
And
it.
she really needs it too. But well, do you know, Misanthropy, what the story was about the whole GoFundMe and the issue with him?
Yes, I know the whole story, but I'm not going to tell it here.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. All I'm
We'll
gonna
leave
say
that
is
alone.
this: whether yeah, we don't have to
we
talk
can
about
we can do this at another point. I think that we have a strong community. We have a community that is that has a high moral and ethical point of view, but I don't want to, tell a story of someone else that I'm remotely related to. So I think we should let this rest, this case, and I would hope at some point we can assemble and do something for this woman, because she has been duped.
Well, the question is, won't she get the money?
Yeah, she did retrieve the money, but only because the FBI apparently. Normally, I would not throw in these kinds of associations, but apparently the FBI is looking into it, and this woman got back her money, and she did retrieve on top of that I think almost $3,000 on top of it in a course of 2 hours, but only 207 or something donors. So I think we as a community, we can do the same thing. And that's why I'm here for. I want to make sure that there was someone who was being exploited by Trudy.
Well,
he tried to steal her money. Sorry, Rob. He tried to steal her money. He didn't achieve. And we are also a community that care for people. We are also a community that are willing to dive deep, and we can do the same thing. And Rob, we have been talking for quite a lot of time. I think you have, the channel, the personality, the means in terms of what is needed to make a good stream. I would like us to let's work together with the people that have been talking to Trucy after he left us our community, and and do something good for this woman, because she's really suffering. She has cancer. She has to pay $800 to go to a doctor. Now that community has assembled $3,000, and I think we can do better.
You're absolutely right, Ms. Anthony. Does anybody know how to get to the actual GoFundMe for her?
right there.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you, Sweet Chastity.
Yeah, maybe Sweet Chastity, you could send this to me. If anybody has Twitter, go to my DM, put this in my DM. I'll copy the link, and maybe we could do a live stream. I don't know too much about this person either. I'm kind of like, I don't even know who this is. So if anybody can educate me offline, we could always do a stream to try to, help this person out and just be totally them, not about me, not about, maybe we could do that. Again, I'm so out of the loop of all this. And I'll tell you what I do know. All I know was that this all started with this. Oh, wow. With this case about, I don't know, some girl himself. I don't know nothing about it. I don't want to get into it. It's not what my channel's about. You know, that's totally for whoever covers it. I don't, and I can't go there because I'm too into this, Johnny. This is my channel. This is what I'm going to talk about, this community. But if anybody in the community, especially members, if you become a member, I tell you what, nobody would see it. We'd have a live stream, just us, and we could talk about the whole thing in the membership, and you guys can tell me what you want me to do. I'll do that. We'll do a quick half-hour live stream, just members only. You guys can tell me, what do you want me to do? Educate me on who this person is. Whatever you guys want me to do, I'm going to do it for you guys. You tell me what to do, and I will do it. It's just that simple. That's just that easy. That's what we're going to do. That's how I'm going to handle it. But General had a. I know Gary and General both had things that I went through, and I really would like to hear their story. I'm sorry I took up so much time, so I'm going to zip it, and if I feel anything, I'll just shut my camera. But let the General, it's time for you to rant, General, about whatever you want to say. The floor is yours.
I got a different approach, and before everyone in the community lambasts me with comments, because it might be a little bit of a hotter take than most people. When it happened to me, I lost 2 people back in high school. A girl I was dating, I actually found her. And in the military, a good friend, when I first started and you first get to your post, it's scary. You don't know anyone. And I had a good friend there who was a CS, which is, if you guys don't know, he's a cooking specialist, basically. And he welcomed all of the new people. And on the eve of his promotion, he was going to get promoted to a petty officer first class. And then, you know, from there you move on a little bit higher, and passed the exam. Day after he passed the exam, found out his wife was going to leave him, and made phone calls to everyone. I was one of the people he called. I was drinking with people, so I didn't answer my phone. And we found out the next day that he took his life. And my first initial reaction was anger. And just bear with me for a second. And I don't think it's something that most people talk about. I felt rage at the fact that, you know, you'd reach out, but you wouldn't wait for me to respond, right? Like, and it's like all of these people you have, and, you know, it's true. His wife was leaving with his daughter, and that's tough for anyone, man. That's tough for anyone when you're overseas and you can't get back there and repair the damage and the rift between your family. And no one talks about that in the military. You can't have a family unless they're with you. I've seen it 1,000 times. Like, anyone who's been in the service, they know. You know, Gary, I'm sure you probably know some people whose families have gone through absolute hell, or someone has a girlfriend, they break up with them. It doesn't. That's why most soldiers don't have relationships while they're inside, because the Dear John letters are real. I've seen them a bunch of times. They happen, and you know, then you can't do what you got to do in your job. But I think the one thing that no one talks about is the anger, because it's like people don't realize life is precious, man. Life is the most important thing. And at the end of the day, the people who leave us, they leave us, and we're left to pick up the pieces of what they left behind. And it's like they don't realize how many people they had. I mean, and I felt rage, and it took me years to go from rage to guilt to sadness, you know, all of the emotions. But
I have a question for you. When you didn't pick up the phone and you found out what happened, did it make you feel any different, like it did for me, that I actually picked up the phone and then the result happened? Did you feel? I'm just curious how you felt, if you felt something different than I did.
I did feel, I think the anger, I directed the anger towards my friend and everyone else, because I think I was angry with myself. But, you know, guys, we deflect. I mean, come on, everyone who's a guy here on the panel, they know. We don't always direct the anger in the right place. So at first, I directed my anger towards everything and everyone. And then I directed it inward towards me. And I was angry when I came to the realization that maybe if I did pick up the phone and say something, but then you get the other thought that, like, what if I said something and it didn't do anything anyways? Because what do you say to someone who's losing everything? They're getting a promotion, but they're losing their family as the exchange. I mean, how do you make that person feel better? You know, you could say, hey, you can fight for your family or whatever else. But this girl, we all met her. That's a story for another day, but she didn't care whatsoever. I remember being there in that line and people's looks at her. And on the one hand, I can understand her position. You know, you have a child with someone and they're gone all of the time. And there's rules and restrictions to have them move with you. You don't want to always pack up and leave. You want to stay where you're at. I understand that. But at the same time, then you look at the person, you go, you know, this is your fault. This person isn't with us because of what you did to them.
Right. So, but look, if you can't think that way, because, you know, listen, breakups happen all the time. I mean, how many people here are still with the same person they first ever dated? It's not a reality. Maybe one person, it's a rare situation, you know? So you can't sit there and say, well, guess what? You know, it's your fault. You did it. Well, that wasn't my intention. I just didn't feel the same way for this person as they did for me. I'm not saying what they did was right. I'm not saying what she did was right. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying to take your own life over a person. General, I'll be honest with you. I was there. I was exactly where that guy was because my first wife cheated on me and I was with her 18 years of my life. I didn't give a crap about anything in life. I didn't care about my friends, my family, didn't care about eating. I didn't care about what was going on in life. I didn't care about sports, and that's not who I am. I just took everything, rolled it up, said, I don't care. I don't want to live anymore. That's how I felt. When she left me, that's how I felt. Now, I wanted to take my own life. I'm going to be shit honest with everybody here. That's what I wanted to do. That's how much pain. I was in so much pain. My heart hurt. I couldn't get out of bed. And it's not because I'm not a lazy guy. I worked. I went to work. But when I came home on the weekend, I was scared to come to my own home. Because all I knew is that there was her essence was in that apartment. She wasn't there.
It's funny you say that, Rob, because after this happened, then I went through the same thing. Now that you bring that up, I went through that with my ex. That's why I'm a single father, if you guys don't know. But I currently have a girlfriend. It's a long story, but my ex is a real piece of work. And when I went through that, like you said, Rob, then it flipped for me. But the damnedest thing happened. Then I had the guilt because it's like I felt bad that like I didn't understand her position, but I also felt guilt that I didn't say anything to my friend and that I was out having a good time when this happened. And I think overall, when I really think about it, it is a couple of years ago. It's about 8 years ago. And when I think about it now, I am stuck with that myself. Like, you know, like just what if I was able to say something? Could I have made a difference and all of that? And at the end of the day, after everything I've gone through, because unfortunately, this isn't the only time that I would deal with death. I then had lost a good friend of mine on a mission, and a bunch of other stuff happened. And I started to realize one thing, and I think that's what's important to let everyone else know out there. It's okay to embrace all of these emotions. Why I threw out the anger thing is because I know somewhere out there people will get the same feeling. and then years later they're going to have the guilt hit them 20 times harder because of the fact that they felt that anger. But I think at the end of the day, it's okay to go through all of these emotions. I wish I was like you, Rob, or like you, Gary, where I could cry, but that's not my family. I've cried once, one time. And the time that I cried, it was my best friend's funeral. I was part of a spec ops team. And when someone dies, we take the pins that we have. It was a SEAL detachment and EOD SWIC and things like that. We put the pins on the coffins. Everybody takes their pin off. They put it on the coffin. And I don't know if it was for years for me repressing these emotions about everything else, my friend's suicide included, because that was 4 years before this had happened. And that's, I think, when everything hit me. And at that funeral, I lost it. And for days, I didn't cry anymore, but I was just numb. And there's a different troubling thing about this too, because some people don't get the same thoughts. So I went on a different suicidal kind of path, not wanting to hurt myself, but wanting to hurt everyone around me. And they say you're an efficient soldier, but it was I started focusing more on the work, and I became very efficient. And at a point, doing what I did, which you should have some kind of feelings, I didn't feel nothing. I felt numb. And I'm being real with everyone because
I know
I want
you
you
are,
guys.
because I'm going to be truthful with you. I don't mean to interrupt, but when my father died, okay, and I was 19, my brother was 6, my mom didn't have a job, and he left. I was like all these horrible thoughts, like, how are we going to survive? This. I got to be strong for my mom. I got to be strong for my brother. And the first thing, I would say a happy couple. I had a girlfriend, okay? I had a girlfriend at that time who became my wife. And I was like, man, I was so angry if I saw people happy. Because you know why? Inside my world had stopped, not theirs. And I was miserable inside. So my thought wasn't sadness, it was anger. Like, man, how could you take my father away from me? Man, how could you? So I get where you're angry. And my other friend, who's a really good friend, I haven't seen him in a little bit, he said to me, he said, look, I'm angry. I'm angry that he took his life. How dare he try to take the cheap way out? He took the cheap way out of this? Who the hell is he? I have to suffer now? I have to spend the rest of my 20, 30, 40, 60 years of existence, and I've got to suffer because of him? Because he could have came to me for help. He could have, and he was right. I got it. But I wasn't angry. I was guilty and depressed and sad. But everybody takes it a different way based on your personality, I guess. You're not wrong for being angry and then feeling guilty. You're correct. Who in the world can say your feelings are wrong, but my feelings are correct? That's not true.
And I saw someone in the chat say it's a defense mechanism, and thank you, everybody. I'm glad there's a lot of understanding people, because I also want to illuminate this perspective in case anybody feels that. You know, I've come to realize at the end of the day and how I ultimately got over it. And when I came back, and I don't think I even talked about this. I went to therapy and all of that because I came back with PTSD and all of this other stuff. And, you know, if you guys don't know, we don't like to talk about what we've gone through. And if you guys would have saw me years ago, this wouldn't even be, I wouldn't even want to be on this panel to talk about this. But something happened to me, and I met a man that changed my life. And I started working with kids, and I started instructing martial arts. And it's why that job will always be one that was personal to me, because it saved me, because I got back home and nothing mattered. I was in a daze almost. I couldn't work in large crowds. I couldn't be around large crowds. Everything I saw, I would look for exits at malls. I would scout out things because always worried that someone had something, because I lived in that state for 8 years to reserved, and I did some consulting and things. I still do occasionally. And You know, I got lucky, and Rob, you're lucky too, and Gary, you're lucky too, because we all found whatever it is. I don't know what it is for you guys, but we all found something that brought us out of that. And I would say to everybody out there, and anyone who listens to us or anyone who hears me talk, life gets better, even if it doesn't look like it. Look, someone asked about my GoFundMe. My GoFundMe was me and my girlfriend. Because of COVID, I got into a fight with the place where we were living. We were kicked out. I'm in a hotel right now. We got our own place, thanks to you guys helping me out. But we have gone through something bad. But whatever I go through, because of this stuff, because I lost these people, I realized that it's still worth fighting for, because then what you get, you have a greater appreciation for. Everything that I have in my life. I have a daughter myself. I have a wonderful girlfriend who's over on the other side. She doesn't want to be on camera, but I have a wonderful, beautiful girlfriend. And none of this wouldn't have been possible if I didn't keep on living my life. You never know. Every single day, something could happen to instantly change the course of your life. It's like the butterfly effect. One thing could happen that changes it all for you in a positive. And everybody looks at this sometimes in the negative and says, one thing happened and now my whole life went to crap. But if one thing can make your life go to crap, one thing can happen to you that changes that and gets you back on track. And if you don't live it, if you don't live life to its fullest, the saddest part about the whole thing is you won't find that one thing to keep on going. And that is a good point. And if you want to read that,
you both have a good point. You both at the same time had a good point. I saw that, and I saw what you said. I said, wow, that's two beautiful points. So Zod, please continue, because I love what you're saying. It's beautiful.
I mean, it was, you know, when my daughter was first born and then when I came back, I looked at parenting like I did some horrible things. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I did them for my country. I don't regret what I did, but I still took life. I still did what I did. And I've got to carry that with me for the rest of my life. And when I looked at my daughter, I had a feeling that I never talked about, and maybe it's just this stream and it's getting it all out there, but I had this feeling like all these terrible things that I did, how am I going to be, hey, what's up? How am I going to be a good influence for my daughter and tell her to be a good person? And yet I went and took someone's life numerous times. And these are the things no one talks about. And it's hard for me to talk about, but it does need to be said. And then when I started working with my kids in the karate school, and I had people coming up to me, I had this kid come up to me one day, and I think this is the day that changed. This was the butterfly effect for me that got me back on course. I had this little kid named Garrison come up to me, and he said, Mr. Cole, I was going to get in a fight in school, but I remember what you talked about walking away, and though you know about how to do martial arts, you know, you still avoid it when you can. And I walked away, and I realized I'm impacting people with what I'm doing. And if I wasn't here, or if I gave up, I wouldn't have had that kid make the right choice.
Absolutely.
You know,
that General, that's a great point. Like, people, like, everybody thinks, oh, I'm not important. Someone said that earlier. I was just reading. But you are. Your life has affected somebody else who's affected someone else. And sometimes you just don't realize it. Like, I'm going to be honest. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. But I'll see people write to me and say, Rob, thanks for doing this. I never talked ever. I just lurked. But you guys, Gary, everybody who comes on, you guys make me feel so good. Now I talk all the time. And that's great. That's great. Like, there's 145 people in there. I don't care if 145 people talk in the chat. It's wonderful. Get out how you feel. That's why we're a community. I could see people right here. My best friend died. My husband died. Look at it's not just one person who goes through this. Yeah, and I was so stupid when I was young. I used to think, what am I, the only one? Blah, blah, blah. Stupid person. But as I grew up, as I experienced life, I see, especially with this community, more than anything I've ever experienced in my life. And I never thought that one video would lead to this community. I really never thought this. It's amazing. And I feel horrible because of all of you who have suffered, whether, again, like we're talking about today, suicide, whether it's been a domestic violence incident, whether it's been whatever you've gone through. It's life is, listen, somebody told me this. They said, Rob, life doesn't come with an instruction booklet. Like, we're not born and say, your mom goes, hey, here's the instruction booklet. Here you go. Solves all your problems. No, that's not how it works. So we need each other. We need friends. We need family. If this community works, if YouTube works, whatever works, if reading a book works for you, watching a movie, whatever it is, don't be ashamed to do what that thing is. As long as this doesn't affect your body, try not to affect your body with putting chemicals or stuff into it if you can help that. I know people smoke and do other things for a crutch, and I get it. My friend does that, and I try to tell him, hey, buddy, you're gonna hurt your own body. You know, you're not hurting me, you're hurting yourself. You know, but the best thing I could tell you, what's got me through all these bad times in my life has been my family and my friends. And now this community has helped me tremendously, like, to get all this stuff out of me that I was hiding. Man, it's a great feeling. And I just want to thank you all in the panel and in the chat today for listening to me, blah, 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 blah. I appreciate it. Miss Anthony, you got something to say, so I'm going to shut up. Go ahead.
Have to unmute yourself there, sweetheart.
Thank you, Gary. I just want to ask if there's a possibility that we can just, you know, as a community, and we are a big community, we are a strong community, we have been duped by Trudy. Maybe just, you know, tag along on the train, and Rob, you know this as much as I do. We have been talking back and forwards. Maybe do a stream for Bridget, so she can get, you know, the funds. She has to pay $800 for going to her doctor, which for me as a Belgian, here, you know, medical supplies are free, everything is for free. It's mind-blowing to me. And can we help this woman, please? Can we do a stream? Can we please assemble all the JD persons, all the JD supporters? We assembled $20,000 for Gosh. And I'm not saying that we should assemble that same amount of money, but we are a strong community. Please, we can do the same thing. We can do the same thing for this woman.
I think if people want to right now put the link in the chat, I think Sweet Chastity did. If you want to put the GoFundMe page,
Cherry for sure. I think.
Cherry, I feel, but yeah, thanks, Kaylee. It says you're muted, Rob. I know, stupid me. I'm sorry. I did it. I'm so sorry. People are like, Rob, we can't hear you. I'm sorry. Yeah, Cherry, listen, don't be angry at yourself, because you're not the only one who went through this, you know? So don't be angry at you. And Miss Anthony, don't be angry either. And I understand you guys defended and you got heat for it. But the truth always comes out. Amber, guess what? It's going to come out for you too, sweetheart. So it's going to come out. It's going to, and we could definitely do a charity. I just need a little research on, because I don't know who she is. As long as people give me something to go on, videos,
I will help
whatever.
you. That's no problem.
And I'll talk to other YouTubers and let's do it. No. But I can't talk now, baby. It's real serious. Can I? Okay. So I know she wants to play, but this is just too serious right now. I'm not there. Thank you. So yeah, Cherry. Yeah, please stop being what? A mod? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. What do you mean stop being a mod? Everybody's a mod. I don't get it.
Why is everybody mod?
Don't worry. Get out of here, Maya. So anyway, Diamond didn't speak any. I want to give her the floor. Gary, I want to give him the floor. I know there's 5 of us, but I want to try to be fair. So Diamond, you're up if you want to say anything. If you're there, I don't know, but I'm going to put you up.
Dear. When my ex just dumped me over the phone, his only excuse for that was because I was just too much drama, his words. And yeah, that day was just not a good day for me anymore. And that's when I confided in my best friend and told her that I was having suicidal thoughts because I was extremely heartbroken. I was going through all these emotions, and one of the counselors overheard us, and we got sent to the school psychologist's office, and she, of course, made me realize what he was doing to me and how it was affecting both me and my best friend. Because before he dated me, he dated my best friend, and while we were dating, he cheated on me with her. And it was one of the school counselors that caught him with her. So that also caused an emotional turmoil for me. And then...
I lost somebody. I don't know who. I'm sorry.
Misanthropy.
I don't know what happened.
I think it got disconnected or something.
Shoot. Go ahead, Diamond. I'm sorry. Let me show. Oh, here she is. Go ahead, Diamond.
Yeah. So around the time after the whole thing with the school psychologist thing happened, I'm getting things mixed up here. After that, he graduated high school, so he was no longer allowed in the school premises because around the time we were dating, he was a senior and I was a junior. So he wasn't allowed on school property anymore. I mean, at one point while he was still attending school, he actually had to be escorted out by police officers. And a couple months, I guess I started to get over him. I didn't start dating or anything, but I was getting over him. I was moving on. I decided, you know what? My education is going to come first. Dating can be just put aside and just make a future for myself. And I have a pretty good idea who told them about this. I'm not going to mention their names. And he somehow got word of this. And around this time, he still had my number. And he ended up texting me and calling me nonstop, begging me to come back to him.
Huh. Wait, so after he called you a drama, that's so funny how people they always think the grass is greener. That's what happened there. He thought the grass was greener on the other side, and when it wasn't, he tried to come back. Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
Whatever.
And I told him, no, it wasn't going to happen. We're done. We're over. And then that is when the harassment started to begin. He kept calling and calling and calling in the middle of the night to a point that I couldn't even sleep. And I told him that we're over. And then he actually got aggressive with his texts, calling me bitch, whore, and all that. And then he went as far as to threaten to have me raped.
Did you get an order of protection, or did you change your number, or what did you do?
It actually didn't even stop there. He actually tried to blackmail me, and he threatened to tell my parents details of what we did when we were together.
Seriously? Oh my God! Really? You just were better off just blocking him at that point. Listen, how old were you? How old were you at that time?
I was 18.
Yeah, but you're 18. You're a woman at that age. You're legal to do whatever you choose. That's the legal age.
Yeah, but it was just that I didn't have an iPhone. this was before the iPhone was even a thing, before knowing how to block people's number was a thing. You had to go online through the company website to block a number. And that's what my dad did when I told him.
Well, you see, that's why I'm going to tell your parents. What are you, a 2-year-old? Oh, I'm going to tell your mommy what you did. He was just using scare tactics because you didn't give him what he wanted. So what he decided to do was try to scare you in order to be back with us, because he figured, oh, if I scare her enough, then she'll come back to me. I think that was his psyche. That was his psyche. I'll use this strategy to try and get her back, which is really stupid, because instead of getting you back, he pushed you away. That's what he did.
Yeah. And it got me back on this emotional roller coaster to a point that I was having thoughts of suicide again. And I went through depression. And even after I moved out of state and graduated high school, for 3 years straight, I did nothing. I didn't really leave my house. I stayed in my
out
house.
of fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is what these kind of people try to do. This is exactly what Amber Heard, and again, I'm jumping there, but this is the perfect example to everybody what Amber Heard is trying to do. She used this strategy of fear to do what she's doing today. And it's what she keeps doing to promote fear. Ooh, if I win this case, he'll never have a career again. Ooh, he'll never have this. The people will disrespect him. The fans won't talk to him anymore. This. She's trying to use fear and intimidate him. And I'm talking about Johnny. And this is exactly what this guy tried to do to you. And he succeeded in the way that he made you so scared that you didn't leave your home.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But now look at you. Now you're like, hey, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. And now you're out.
New boyfriend.
Good. Good. And I'm glad. Sometimes it takes someone to push us along. And I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud that you and a lot of people in this community said F you to the past and didn't look in the mirror anymore, looking behind you. You're now driving forward. And that's what you have to do in life. You have to get over that obstacle and stop feeling bad for yourself and stop fearing, because fear is our worst enemy. And I'm guilty of that. There's things I fear and I don't do because of fear, but it's human nature. But if we can overcome that fear, you'd be amazed what everybody can do to themselves. You'd be amazed. You'll be truly amazed.
I just want to say something to you, Diamond. I have a lot of respect for the fact that you're able to get over it. And you know, the biggest thing that pisses me off about this, the biggest thing that pisses me off is the fact that this gives guys such a bad name, because there's good guys out there. I don't know where I fall. I guess my girlfriend would say I'm a decent guy, or I try to be the most decent I can because I've gone through horrendous experiences and I know what it's like. But to what you've gone through, I've seen friends of mine who have pulled that shit, and I've knocked them on their ass. Because for me, I was raised by a single mother, and her most important lesson she bestowed on me was that you always treat women with respect. At the same time, you know, you ask for respect in return. You don't let someone walk over you. Like Amber Heard, I'd have slapped that bitch a couple of times. I'm just saying, sorry guys, she needs it. But you know, on a serious note, I was raised that you get the respect that you give, and these guys piss me off because this is the shit that got the media started on this whole bullshit Me Too thing. Was the few guys who were scumbags, who were literally sick. They got mental issues. I mean, you got a guy who locked people in his little back office, you know, guys like that. But those people, those are few and far in between. On the flip side, I know decent guys that get a raw deal. And it's a shame when I hear a story about that one bad apple who just fucks it up for the rest of everyone else, because he, you know, someone like that, Diamond, you shouldn't feel bad. He is insecure. That's what that is. He's insecure. He's petty. He doesn't like who he is. And all it is those kinds of people are projecting their bullshit, their insecurities, whatever messed up things they have. And you hear the whole "my childhood was bad," blah blah blah. Everyone had it rough. Get over it. You know, they project it on other people, and it's unfair and it's disgusting because it gives a stigma to everybody else that doesn't deserve it. And, you know, I think that, you know, you're a brave person. I think, you know, you did well for yourself. And, you know, that was what I was talking about. You could have cashed it in. You could have said, I'm done, but you didn't. And you should be proud of that. You kept going. And now, like I was saying earlier, you're getting to the bright part. You got those beautiful dogs. You got someone who treats you right. So at the end of the day, right, we all, I'm starting to realize the shit you go through just makes you know what you want in a relationship, know to gauge these snakes from the real, and put yourself in better positions. That situation has now made you the person you are, and now you can detect the fake from the real and put yourself in a good position. And you know, I just wanted, I couldn't hold it in. I had to tell you, I applaud the fact that, you know, you made it through, man. You were one of those people who was right on that line. And instead of going the other way, you found the good. And, you know, I believe strongly good things happen to good people, that everyone who goes through something terrible, there's a reason. And just like with this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing, I believe 100% that Johnny Depp will come out a stronger person. His career will be stronger.
Yes, it will.
And on top of that, he will expose the fake media for what they are.
Yes.
Because he was a victim, just like all of us has gone on this panel have gone through shit. Everyone in the chat has gone through shit. People who've gone through it recognize and respect other people who have, and good things are going to happen to everyone here. I believe it. I mean, it's got to. We're batting the karmic averages here. So,
Yeah.
Damn straight, Zod. Good.
I mean, I just had to get that out there because, man, like,
Man, you're right.
I have a lot of respect for someone who goes through shit like that, and you made it. You did it. You know what I mean?
Time is a champ.
So I love doing these streams because I love hearing how real that people are. Like, it doesn't have to always be about Johnny Depp. It could always be. That's why I got my videos. That's why you guys comment in the videos. I read them. I just can't comment to everybody. It's almost impossible. But, you know, listen, everybody goes through stuff. Diamond is an example of that. Gary's gone through it. I've gone through it. Steve's gone through it. I can't over and over. I can mention name after name after name after name. That's why we're here. So Diamond, you're getting a lot of love, and so is Cherry, by the way. In this, everybody's saying Diamond hugs and they're sending love hearts to you, and they're happy that you've got, you know. So they got your back. So you know, trust me, everybody's there writing to you if you don't see it. That's why I'm trying to post it up here. While you know, I hope you're reading it because a lot of love. But Gary, I haven't given you a fair chance, so I'm going to shut the hell up. Gary Robinson's going to be your chance to talk. So.
Oh no, man! We've said everything. Oh shoot! You know what? Oh, my camera's off.
Well, I
I
saw you before, man, and I felt bad. And if I made you feel that way, I apologize.
No.
You know,
no, I wear my emotions on my sleeve easily, man. Because sometimes you know it's good to let that out. It's a way to you know just get that energy out. And like Zod, like you were saying earlier, when you focused your energy on just work and stuff like that, everybody has to find their outlet, you know. And that's why, I mean, I don't mean to go back to this nasty subject, but when we found out that this whole thing was a hoax, and some people use YouTube as their outlet, and if people are going through this, feel bad for somebody and find out it's a hoax, that just it's gonna make their minds go, like, you know, you're messing with their emotions. We were talking about Truthy earlier.
Do you know who Truthy Magoo is? I don't know if you know.
I think I've seen their usernames every once in a while. What happened?
Yeah, well, just the
quick
short version.
Summary.
Quick summary. Apparently, his wife put out there that he wasn't with us anymore, and it was suicide, and then come to find out it was a hoax. And I think somebody posted earlier that they're actually going to be going live tonight. So
Can you believe that?
I
I kept my mouth shut because everybody was talking, and when I saw that now he's going live, I was like, I think Cherry put that. I was like,
Yeah.
what the?
So now he's just coming across as a liar because I mean, a couple weeks back he said
Now
that
what is it gonna?
he said he was quitting
think?
YouTube.
Yeah.
And then he kept making videos, and then all of a sudden he's dead, and now he's back. You know,
I don't. The first YouTuber to have done that, actually, but it's very disgusting that he's doing that
Yeah,
with the community that's going through that stuff. Things.
Because I really felt for him when I found that out. I was heartbroken for him. I was like, "What the hell, man?" And yeah, no, Rob, it hit you hard.
Shit.
But man,
right with you, Gary. Right with you, man. And that's why I was on the phone with you, and I told you, Gary, you call me anytime if you ever feel something. I said, bro, you text me, you call me, we'll talk, man, because I got you, bro.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, absolutely. And Diamond, man, if that guy ever shows up again, you know you got some backup over here. You know that. I know Rob ain't no slouch, and then me and Zod, we both know some martial arts. We'll get his ass.
Guys.
But,
I just want to thank all the people who became members today. I really, truly appreciate it. I'm so sorry I haven't given you any love, and I should have today. It's just been I knew it was going to be a very emotional stream with Misanthropy, Gary, Zod, and Diamond. Listen, I probably can go on another hour and a half with these guys, so I hope they all come back again, and we'll discuss this next Saturday, because this is a topic we really need to get off. I'm definitely going to go to that live stream because I want to know what the fudge is going on. Yeah. But now it makes us lose respect. And it makes the community lose respect.
Yeah.
And
fraud.
And just Susan just said she sent a super chat, said I love all you guys. Diamond, go ahead. I'll shut up. Thank you, Susan, by the way.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. Floor's yours, Misanthropy. Go ahead.
Now, at this moment, I think we should all focus on what we have lost. And just go ahead and donate to Bridget. She deserves it. And Rob, we have been talking off and on again. Let's keep it to that, but we can do better. We can do better.
We will. Listen, this community has come through for so many people. With Johnny's charity, General Zod, I've seen other people who were putting GoFundMe, and I know who they are. I know they weren't BSing, and the community's come through for them. So we could do a stream. I will talk to other YouTubers if they want in. Great. If they don't, I'll talk to people in the chat. If they want in, great. If they don't, hey, I just need to get educated. Some people can DM me with some information, and we can do it, and it's not a problem. We'll definitely do it like maybe 2 weeks from now. This way it gives me a little time to educate myself.
Yes.
And
yeah.
But I said I
stay in touch with Misanthropy, man. She'll get you in the right direction for sure, man.
Sounds good.
But you know what? On a lighter note, I have a special guest here. If you want me to bring her out, speaking of frauds, I can go grab her real quick if you like.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah,
hold on. Let me go get her.
Always.
Yeah, you can always bring anybody on here. That's fine with me, Gary. So I don't know who's bringing. I don't know, but we'll find out in a second. I'll go through
Rob, do you mind if I shamelessly promote myself for a second while we're waiting?
What? You're going to promote yourself?
Speaking of using platforms.
I haven't promoted you enough? Okay,
no, you gave me a whole theme song. Now I feel bad. Just to let everyone know, here in a little bit, I'm going to be going live with a good friend of mine. Some of you might know him. Some of you may not if you're come across the Phantom Menace.
I love this guy, by the way. I love the guy you're going on with. He's a great guy. Great guy.
Justin Proper is coming on my channel. He used to be on all the time in my late night talks. We're going to talk Cobra Kai. So I promise you it will be lighthearted fun with two cynical assholes together. Don't tell him I said that. But yeah, when we get together, we always have some good times. So. Oh, that puppy! So yeah, I'll be doing. Oh my goodness!
Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm sure you know me by now. My name's Amber Turd. So,
Welcome to the stream, Amber.
thank you for having me. You should have had me like a long time ago. Okay? Gary had me waiting in the green room like forever, and all he had was freaking Aquafina water. I mean, who drinks that?
Well, I was going to give you some Dior, but I didn't think you'd want any, so we kept that.
Oh,
That was our
geez.
gift for you today. I'm sorry.
Oh, if it's not L'Oreal, I don't want it. But do you have any questions for me? Any questions for me? I'll be happy to answer them for you.
Since General's going to leave in like 2 minutes, I'm going to give General. Go ahead, General. You could ask the first question
Yes,
to Amber.
General, but I will not bow before you, okay?
So, Amber, what's up with the declining ratings and terrible reviews for The Stand? I thought this was supposed to be your tour de force. What happened?
Wait 1 second. Gary, please. Coming in and out of the room like that, it distracts me. I can't do this, all right? I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. You were saying about The Stand?
Yes. And you've got quite a bit of backlash from critics and fans alike. They're saying it's god awful. What do you have to say to that?
I believe they're all lying. First of all.
No. It's Johnny's fault.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Anthropy. You are absolutely correct. This is Johnny's fault because he didn't get me to my auditions on time at the time, so I didn't really get to learn my lines that well. But also, it's his fault that I have to pay all this money to defend myself against him right now. So those poor charities are just gonna have to wait.
So you're saying, because Amanda wants to know, she has Amber. She says, "Where's the receipt?" So you're saying you don't have the receipts because of Johnny Depp? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I have receipts. Trust me. I have receipts from Tiffany's. I have receipts from Panera. Whatever receipts you want, baby. I got them. Okay? I got them.
But
Anything else?
If you had receipts from Tiffany's, wouldn't that not be the charity?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, Tiffany from the charity. Her name is Tiffany.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clear that up because it sounds like the diamond store. Tiffany's.
Don't get it twisted, Zod. Okay.
I'm just trying to get the facts straight.
Peter wants to know if we're paid bots, are you going to give us our fucking money? That's what.
No, but I gotta go because Gary's really pissing me off right now, walking back and forth. So I'm gonna get out of here. Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.
Bye, Amber. Thanks for coming. I'm sorry, Zod. I had to hold these surprises. I couldn't tell you about these. We had this planned out in the beginning of the stream before you got on. I just didn't want. Go ahead, Zod. You want to talk about your channel before you head off?
Yeah, go check out my channel, General Zod's Phantom Zone. By the way, I am at 567. Thank you so much. People leaving me comments and telling me how much they like my stuff. I'm just an angry guy who rants about stuff and occasionally has a good conversation. But I want to say I appreciate all of you guys who are on my channel, leaving comments and joining me for my streams. And listening to other stuff too, because I just don't talk about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I talk about Hollywood in general and how this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing, people, this right here, when we get off of this subject, because eventually it'll all resolve itself. Johnny will win, Amber will look like a liar, and it'll be a glorious thing. But after that's over, there's still a battle that we have to fight. Okay, bear with me. There's a battle, and you guys have just been woken up with this Johnny Depp thing, but there's so many other injustices that are going on. There's so many other actors, actresses, decent people who are getting thrown under the bus and sacrificed to the alt of political pandering and nonsense. And we need to expose all of these people for who they are, so that we can get something that we've been missing for a couple of years now, and that's the truth. The media needs to be held accountable. Hollywood needs to be held accountable for their actions. Just like that dog. Look, that dog is a truth seeker right there. Like, he's looking for the truth. So, if you guys are into that kind of stuff, come to my channel. I talk about everything. Talk about several different people, and occasionally I do reviews on Star Wars and Cobra Kai and things like that. If you want to hear us nerd out in 24 minutes, we're going to be nerding out about Cobra Kai and breaking that down.
Yes.
Yeah, no mercy. That's what I love the show, because that's what I show to these critics and cancel culture and all this nonsense going on. That's why I became Zod, because I'm an evil dictator that doesn't take shit from these people.
I'm an evil dictator. Listen to you. All right. Well.
When I rule the world, you guys will be on my high council.
If you wanna know the truth, ain't got nowhere else to go. I'll give you the solution. Just tune into his show and just kneel before Zod.
Here we go.
Just tune into his show and just kneel before Zod.
That's it, people. There you go.
This is a great song, guy. I love it. By the way, I put the theme. I made it unlisted, but after today, I'm going to list it on the channel so people can hear it. I love it. It's a great song.
I'm glad you like it, man. I wanted to give it an 80s feel, and it ended up sounding like a Transformers song.
Well, I love it. I mean, I love Transformers too. So, it just hit everything. It's got an 80s vibe. I love it. It was just like, and people who are on my channel for a while now, they said to tell you, thank God you got me a theme song, because they were tired of listening to other people's songs. So I appreciate it. And
it's coming too, man. It's coming too.
Yeah, so General, we'll check you out after. I'm just going to shoot someone else out to Star Wars channel tonight. These guys are pretty cool with me. They're called Echo Base Network. They're going to have a Star Wars Theory who has 2.7 million subscribers on it. So that should be interesting. And I am actually going to be there tonight to hang out with the guys. And I'm pretty pumped up. I'm very nervous, by the way. So I'm going through all these emotions today. I was sad, angry, happy. And right now I'm like, because I know when this ends, I'm going to watch General, but I'm going to be so nervous to go on their stream. I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm going on this stream with this guy here. So I'm pretty pumped up, but I'm also very nervous. So all this stuff is it's a great day. I'm just, going through all this stuff. So much fun. Anyway, General, thanks for being here. And I'll see you soon, man. Hopefully you'll come back on again.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all having me. You guys have a wonderful day. Chat, you're all breathtaking. You guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll hopefully see you all on my channel, and we'll talk some Cobra Kai.
Be well, my friend. Later. This is a crazy stream. We've cried and we've laughed and I love it. This stream is so unpredictable. I don't know what's going to happen, who's going to come, who's going to show up, who's not, what we're going to do. It's all over the place, man. All over. So Deanne says, thanks for being here. I think I'm going to get to the chat. How about we speak to the chat and see what they want to talk about? How's that sound? You guys down for that?
Absolutely.
All right, let's see what the chat, you guys can say whatever you want. And my daughter wants to hug the dogs.
Me too.
Maybe I should just
big old pit bull too.
Maybe I should just put the camera on my dog and let the dog do the rest.
She's a Labrador.
Yeah, she's a golden retriever.
Cool.
She's a golden. I'll show you it one more time. I'll take me off camera. Hold on.
Oh, your baby's a golden retriever. Forgot.
There she is.
Well, big guy. Big guy.
So that's a she, actually. Her name is Chanel. Her name's Chanel. Oh, there we go. Here we go, Misanthropy. Go ahead. Show off. Show off, Miss Anthropy. Here you go. I'll give you the
Love it.
spotlight. There you go. Oh, that's great. So yeah, and so now we'll talk about something real quick. I didn't do a
Oh
video
yeah,
on this.
I'm giving my money.
I don't know if you guys all heard. Did you all hear that Johnny Depp's place got broken into?
Yeah, I thought that was a hoax. I didn't know it was the real deal.
Yeah, it was real, and it
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah, so there'll be some homeless woman, and she tripped the alarm. And I heard that she also went into somebody else's home in the area, but then she got caught. They don't know if she stole anything, but Johnny wasn't home at the time. So, listen, hey, that's the most important thing, that no one was harmed. He wasn't hurt or anything. So I mean, I didn't know if I was going to do a video that's going to last like a minute. I mean, there's not much to talk about, but I thought I'd throw it up there. I thought that was pretty unusual. So now what do you guys think of this whole receipt thing with Johnny Depp saying, hey, listen, they sent you a letter 3 years later asking for the money. And that proves to me you didn't donate anything. What do you guys think of that?
I'm surprised they went as far as to make the letter public. I mean, it's pretty bold. I mean,
That's what's his name? Adam Waldman, right?
No, I don't. Well, Adam, I think I didn't know it was Adam Waldman. I thought it was the actual charity that did that. But
well, yeah,
Yeah.
the charity asked her. They said, you gave us the 100,000, but you said that we're going to get monthly installments. We haven't got anything else.
Yeah.
The letter that Amber was sent out from her attorneys was 2016. Now, the letter that they got in return was 3 years later, 2019. That means that 2016, 2017, 2018, she'd sent a dime. But she claimed she was on an interview in 2018 saying, oh, I donated all the money.
Yeah, sounds like Stewie from Family Guy, man. Where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money?
But have you guys noticed how she said it in that interview? $7 million was donated to the ACLU and Children's Hospital of LA.
Yeah, but did you see how she had to stop
She
herself
just
from
went
laughing?
incognito. She put scarf over her face and
Oh,
she just like dropped it in the mailbox, and yeah, okay.
This is a great point. Amanda says the only reason they got the $100,000 was because Johnny Depp. I want to talk about that actually. Yeah, there's a check. I mean, I just did this video. I just dropped this yesterday. There's a $100,000 check. Now, Johnny, he said to her, he said, listen, instead of me giving you the 7, why don't I just send it straight to the charity, right? Because that, she said, she comes out and said, oh, you're going to write that as a tax write-off. That wasn't our agreement. We never agreed to that. And I'm like, so what's the big deal? If he's giving you the money anyway, why don't he just give it straight to the charity if you claim it's not about the money?
Yeah. Well, he got the ball rolling for her by. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, she should have just given the money away.
Yeah.
To the charities, like throw it out of her window. I don't care. It was $7 million that she claimed to have given to charity, and she didn't.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Past tense too.
I don't care how she's going to explain it. She didn't.
Nope.
She wanted that money.
Yeah.
She wanted that 7 million, and she never did anything with it. So
they're saying hi to you.
Hashtag
for travel expenses.
Space Nickels forever.
Space Nickels forever.
Yeah, it's a little weird though why she wanted the 7 million if she was already pretty much already with Musk at the time.
And wait till you see what I got online also. It's going to be pretty shocking. I just made a video about that. I'll give you a quick hint. What the hell? I'm going to throw it out there. She was seen with Musk after the UK libel trip. Now,
Yeah.
Diamond, you're going to see the video, and I have proof of this. I found proof of this, and I'm going to explain it all to everybody in the video. But quickly, just a little teaser. She was with Musk on November 5th, I think it was. November 5th. The result came out Monday, November 2nd, and I know because that day was horrible for me. I should have took the day off from work. My brain was so infuriated with that decision. And Barbara said JD does everything wrong, and Amber Heard is perfect. Oh,
That's right,
speaking of Amber
Barbara.
Heard,
That's right, Barbara. You preach it, girl. There's no musk in my life. I smell like L'Oreal.
you did-
I wonder if Grimes asked him about that meeting with
Yeah,
Amber.
does she even know about that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Does
Okay,
Grimes
if
even
he
know
keeps
about
this,
that?
he keeps up this nonsense with Amber. Grimes needs to leave him because she can do better.
And they're not even married. They're not even. Amber, why were you with Elon Musk in Mexico? Could you tell me what that was all about?
Because he paid for it, Rob. He paid for it.
And by the way,
Why wouldn't I go? Hello.
hold on. Oh my god, I tried laughing so much here. Amber, it says Janie says Amber scared Diamond's cat. Grimes knows about it. Oh yeah, Grimes didn't know about it before. That's what she's gonna know about it when I drop this video tonight. That's for sure.
How?
Whatever,
Amber was with
Grimesies.
someone else.
Whatever,
Is she still with
Grimesies.
him?
I have embryos.
I'm not even entirely sure she's still with Elon anymore.
Go ahead,
She
Miss
should
Anthropy.
be.
What do you want to say?
Yeah, you can't talk about it.
What do you
If you
mean?
talk about it, you get suspended on Twitter.
Oh.
On Twitter.
So Gary, yeah, you're the next.
What I meant was, what embryo you want, you can get.
Don't talk about embryos.
Maybe too.
Oh, look at the cat. We got a cat here.
Whatever you want, you can get.
Amber Peters has something bad for you to say. Says Scrambler, you're a slut and we don't like you. Sorry. Just
That's just a fact.
sorry.
That's just a fact.
I think she has some hold on Muskie. That's a great. You know what? I was thinking that myself. Amber, do you have something on Musk that nobody knows that you're holding? You anything?
She
You wanna
does. She does.
Amber, you want to
She
share
knows
with us?
something.
Amber,
I'm sorry, what was the question? I wasn't listening.
the question is. The question is, do you have something on Elon Musk that we don't know?
Oh, you wish you knew.
Yeah, I do. Even the owl wishes that the owl wishes we knew. Maybe you could fly and find out for me. Maybe I don't know. Megan says, "I love this live stream. You guys make me laugh so hard." Janie says, "I don't love slut shaming because I'm a horrible killjoy." Amanda says,
It's going to be very jealous of that bird.
"Yeah, I mean,
Caffy.
Amy."
Now,
I hope-
if he can still travel to the UK, what's up with the subpoenas he's getting now? He didn't have trouble seeing her then. What's up now?
Well, actually, he saw her in Mexico.
Mexico. Okay.
Yeah, he met him up in Mexico. I heard. I don't know if this is true. I heard he moved to Texas, and you know they got NASA doing all these SpaceX things. He's trying to get to Mars now, so I guess he moved south. But then all of a sudden, he met her in Mexico.
Scary.
I don't know. Oh, Amy, I hope I'm saying her name right. Thank you so much for the super chat. She said, "I love you, Gary. You're awesome. I love the rest of you too. Scramble #Scramble turds. Love it. Thank you, Amy. Go ahead.
Amy, I'm sure he loves you too, but he's off somewhere getting me some water. And I have something you don't have. Space nickels.
Space nickels.
Hashtag space nickels.
Musk just wants to go home. Maybe. Mars is more important than Amber Heard. It could be.
Yeah, I have to say yes. But another thing that's more important to him than AH are his kids.
Right. Didn't he
Yeah,
just have
that's-
one? He just had one with Grimes, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. That's his sixth one.
Jesus, 6 kids, man. Can you imagine that? Well,
Well,
money's
his wife
nothing
ended
to
up doing
him.
most of the work, so.
Yeah, money's nothing. Well, it's cost. Yeah, that's true. And he's not with his former wife now, who's got 5 of them, right?
Yeah. He's still he's actually still in contact with her. In fact, like even when he's dating these other women, his ex-wife is still part of his life because that's the mother of his kids.
Right. Well, that's good because sometimes, as we all know, that doesn't always work out. you know. Sometimes they don't want anything to do with the husband, or they put orders of protection so you can't speak to them, you know. But that's good. At least that part is good. I'm going to say at least they were able to work something out that they, you know, they didn't exclude the kids from seeing him. So that's good, because I said this last stream, as a parent, like if I couldn't see my daughter and anything happened, you know, yes, it's going to affect me, of course, but it's going to affect her even more, because she's going to be like, well, couldn't I see dad? I want to see dad, you know, or why couldn't I see mom? I want to see mom, you know, and yeah, it's going to affect with their psyche. And I can tell you, a lot of kids, when they grow up, man, a lot of them say, well, my parents were divorced, and people are like, yeah, what does that mean? Well, I didn't have both my parents with me. It screwed me up mentally. I miss my dad, or I miss my mom, you know? So yeah, that screws with your mind when you get older.
It does.
I'm sorry. Like, you have no direction sometimes. Like, you know, your mother can give you input, and your dad can give you input, and you'll take all their advice and you use it to better yourself. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. But when you don't have one side and the other, it's very difficult. I think it's very difficult as a child. My friend went through that. He was messed up over it. You know? I don't think Muskie has married any of his baby mamas. No, he married his first wife. He married her twice, actually. He married her, got divorced, remarried her, got divorced again. But he's not married to Grimes. They're not married. I don't know what, they're just a couple.
I find that to be a good thing. No, bad, Max. Bad.
Mary Lynn says Spaceballs. that was actually a good
that movie.
Yeah, that movie was good. Tammy says, oh, is that you, Maya? That's Maya. Maya says, hey there, I just wanted to let you know my dad loves me. Oh, yes, I do love you.
Oh,
I do love you. You want me to show everybody how much I love you?
Yeah.
Give me a hug.
Hey, girl.
Give me a hug. Okay, I love you. Go. They want to say hi. Just say hi. Wave hi to everybody.
that's such a good dad. I love you. Now get out of here.
Get out of here. I'm doing a stream. Get out of here. I got 10 minutes. Let's go. Hey guys, it's been Angela says hey Angela. God, get it right, Rob. Stop butchering people's names. Hey guys, it's been a while. I've been sick. I'm glad. Oh, I hope you feel better.
Oh yes, feel better.
That sucks. Yes. I know they're saying hi to you. Say hi back. You could write hi. Everybody's saying hi. You know, listen, I mean, we got to end the stream in like 5 minutes. So I don't know if you want to say any final words. Gary, I'll give you the floor, then Diamond and Misanthropy. If you guys want to say anything about the stream today, you want to talk about your channel, Gary, or if anybody, whatever you want to say, floor's yours. So go ahead. I'll start with Gary and then Diamond and Misanthropy. Go ahead, Gary.
Oh, I've said enough. The guys have been butchering this whole thing. We'll leave it up to the ladies.
You can go first, Misanthropy.
Yeah, I just came here in support of what happened with Trudy, and I just want to make sure that Bridges is fine. So I think Rob and I will be talking behind the scenes in order to make sure that we can do something for that lady, because she has been duped. Others have been duped as well, and at this point I have not enough information. But okay, so now next to you, girl.
Oh well, thanks a bunch for the live, Rob. They're a lot of fun, and they really help, like with the venting of everything that's happened with us and everyone else.
Hold on, I gotta lower this. Sorry. Go ahead, Diamond. Do you want to say say anything you want about you, about anything you want, JD? The floor is yours. Go ahead. And I'm glad you come. Listen, I'm really happy you come. And I just want to say that I'm glad that you got over what you got over, because, you know, listen, it's been hard. Gary will tell you, Steve will tell you, a lot of people in the stream will tell you. It's very hard, and I will wrench. I did see that, guys. I did see it. It's very hard when you're in this situation emotionally to get through it, to get over that obstacle, and to move forward is extremely hard. So I'm very happy that you're in a much better place. But you can say whatever you want. The floor's yours.
Honestly, even though Johnny Depp probably would have still had his job with Warner Brothers if he didn't do anything, it's actually really good that he did, because he did a lot more than just expose Amber Heard for who she is. He exposed everybody. He exposed Warner Brothers. He exposed the mainstream media. It's now come to light, like everything that they do, every time they lie, they're called out for it. It's more obvious, a little more obvious now to more people. Like every single time someone is trying to make something up about him or anyone else, people now know, are more aware to search for the details first, to search for the facts. And I'm really, really proud of him for that, because it could not have been easy.
I just hope that all of us who do this, and all you guys who do on Twitter, and all the support and all the love that everybody's getting, because it's not just one person, it's everybody. It's, you know, with YouTube we try to get the word out, but you guys go on Twitter and you get the word out, and Instagram and Facebook, and you're buying Dior and putting these petitions and signing the petitions. So if we keep going like this as a community, we are very strong together. But if we get divided, we're going to be weak. So we got to stay together like a union. We got to, as long as we're doing what we're doing is fantastic. Being there for each other, talking to each other, supporting each other, supporting Johnny, doing these things that he's in. Listen, if he's in Addams Family, let's go see it. If he's in another movie I've been hearing he might be in, because Beetlejuice, because Tim Burton's going to do it, let's go see it. Let's support what he can. Let's show him we love him, because that's where they're going to see it. When you bust out your money, they're going to see it. When you don't bust out your money, they're going to feel it. That's it. Don't watch The Stand. Don't watch whatever crap she's in. I feel bad for everybody else, but you know what? It's the only way to get the message across. And if you're going to watch The Stand, and you're going to go watch Aquaman 2, and you're going to go support all these things, you're supporting Amber Heard. You're buying L'Oreal and everything you're buying. Yes, I just saw Donald. I saw it. So let me get to this before I go. Donald Dolan has arrived, and Donald became a member. I just want to thank him. And Donald, a little something for Rob and his guests. Donald, you're just also amazing. Donald, I appreciate it. Thanks for being a member. That's really awesome. I'm really happy you're a member.
Hey, Donald.
Great to see you, Donald. We hope you're feeling better. I did send you a text message. You never got back to me. So I hope you're feeling better. It's what I asked you. Never heard from you. So I hope you're feeling better. And by the way, I got a gift for Donald that's going out. That came from Stevie, me, Shelby, Soup, and Les. I got together with them, and we got something going for Donald. Hopefully I'll mail it Monday if I'm not too lazy to get out of the house. So it's all here, it's ready to go. Yes, Maya, you want to say something before we go?
Donald's gifts.
That's not his gifts. His gifts over there. Don't worry, I'll show it. She wants to show his gift. Go get it. It's right over there. Hurry, because I got to go. Mommy's going to yell. Hurry. Right there. Yeah. It's in here. Right here. Here. I got it. Here. Come over here. Okay, so Donald Dolan went out, knows I'm a big Star Wars fan. So he went out and he knows Maya is because of me. So he bought out this pop-up book for Maya, and he sent it to me. And it's like one of the few gifts, first gifts I got. And so it has things like ship in it, and it pops up, and all these things on the side pop up, like other ships and stuff like that. And it's really all about Star Wars. So we were loving it. And we just want to say thank you, Donald. That was such an awesome gift. So I just want to show the community what a great guy. Donald's too much. I don't know what to say, man. I know. Okay, go. So anyway, I got to end the stream. If you haven't checked out Gary Robertson, please do. I just want to thank Diamond again for coming on. I want to thank Miss Anthony for being here. I want to thank you all for being here. We had over about 140 something people. You guys are fantastic. I definitely have to do this next Saturday. Miss Anthony will be in touch. We will do something for Bridget. I'll try to get in touch with everybody else in the community, see what we can do about that. I know General Zod's having a stream. Make sure you check out him and Justin Proper. Justin Proper is a great guy, fantastic person. who's been very kind to me. Make sure you check them out. And I think Truthy Magoo and his girlfriend will be on the Glamourers channel. I'm going to subscribe because I really want to check this out. I don't know if you guys want to go there. I don't know when it is. So check out General Zod. He'll be streaming right now, and that's where I'm heading to. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday night for another live stream for Johnny Depp. I love you all, truthfully. Thank you for everybody who became a member. Somebody else just became a member. Oh, Amy who said the super chat says, I sit and watch Johnny sitting and watching paint dry. So she watch Johnny Depp watching paint dry. So she'd be like, oh, Johnny, that's awesome. He just watching paint dry and she'd watch him. I get it. She loves Johnny, and I think we all do. Keep supporting Johnny. Keep your wallets closed to anything that Amber is doing. Don't say, well, I want to see the movie because I'm a YouTuber. Don't do it. Don't support her.
I'm dancing on your vibes. Keep going.
So just don't support her. Support Johnny. And you know what? I'm going to leave this because I want to play this song just one more time. This is going to be for General Zod. Hold on, I got to go to my playlist. I put in my Johnny Depp playlist. And I'm going to play it one more time because Gary's such a talented human being. Okay, so here we go before I head out.
His knowledge can't be questioned. You can put him to the test. So if you want to hit the truth and have nowhere else to go, I'll give you the solution.
Come on, Gary.
Kneel before Zod. Come on, Gary. Kneel
Before Zod.
Go ahead.
Kneel before Zod. Kneel before Zod.
You ever checked out Gary?
Oh,
Please do. Guys, I love you. I'll see you. Heading over to this General Zod's channel.
Transformers.
I'm also going to head over to Glamour. Big night. I got Echo Base Net. Oh, I got Echo Base Network, which I'll be on to talk with Star Wars Theory. I'm pumped up. Everybody be well. I hope you check it out. I'll see you later. Love you all.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Take care, everyone.